Today we're going to be talking about greatest common factor, or GCF. All right. So what I want you to know by the end of this video is what greatest common factor is and how to find it. Okay. First thing you have to realize when you're talking about greatest common factor is what exactly is a factor, right? Because that's a pretty big part of what we're talking about here. All right. So a factor a factor is one of two numbers that when multiplied give you a product. Okay, so here's an example. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 and 3 are both factors. 6 is your product. All right, the 2 and the 3 are what we're concerned about with in this type of problem. All right, so you got to realize that there's two types of numbers. There's prime numbers and composite numbers. All right, prime numbers only have two factors. An example of that, 1 times 7 equals 7. Those are the only two factors of 7. Composite numbers have two or more factors. An example of that is 10. Okay, 10 has 4 factors, 1 and 10 and 2 and 5. Those are all factors of 10. Okay, so what this isn't is skip counting. All right, I don't want you to get this confused. Okay, this is not skip counting. If you look at, like say, if I say list the factors of 5, or no, not use 5, let's use 10 again. All right, if I list the factors of 10, I'm going to say 1, 2, 5, and 10, not 10, 20, 30, 40. That is not right. All right, when I'm talking about greatest common factor, I'm not talking about this. All right, so let me show you an example of how to find the greatest common factor of, let's just say we're looking for the greatest common factor of 16 and 24. All right, I want the GCF of both of those. So the first thing I'm going to do is find all the factor pairs of 16. So I start with the simple one, 1 times 16. Then I say 2 times 8. And that's about it. Okay, there aren't any other. And then I want to list them. All right, in order from least to greatest. 1, 2, 8, and 16. All right, then I want to do the same thing for 24. 1 times 24. 2 times 12, 3 times 8, and 4 times 6. There are no other factors, so I want to list them from least to greatest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. All right. Now, I can identify the common ones, the ones they both share. 1 you're always going to have in common with another number. This one has 2 in common. And it has 8 in common, and that's it. So, but I'm looking for the greatest common factor, which is 8. The GCF of 16 and 24 is 8. And that's all there is to it.